Transport Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga is on early morning train journey from Nyanga Cape Town Station to assess work being done improve rail infrastructure on Central Line. "I would have paid R18 for a taxi, now I pay R8 for a train, now I can get that money to buy bread," said Margaret Gelderbloem at Nyanga train station on Tuesday. It caught the first train out of Nyanga in more than 3 years after the train line reopened after months of repairs. On Tuesday, train departed from Nyanga on the Cape Town Central Line, which was subject to vandalism and infrastructure theft prior to COVID and worsened during lockdown. From Manenberg, Gelderbloem waited for the 6:30 a.m. train to take him to his job at a salt river factory. He and his 3 friends boarded the first train from Nyanga Station since November 2019. She hoped there would be too much safety on trains in the future, she said. Gelderbloem watched Transport Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga board the train with several police and law enforcement officials. Chikunga was accompanied by officials from South African Passenger Railways Authority and government officials Ricardo Mackenzie from the Western Cape MEC for Mobility, and Roberto Quintas, member of Cape Town Council Mayoral Committee responsible for urban mobility. The train did not stop at Heideveld or Bonteheuwel stations as they were still being rehabilitated. Security cost Chikunga and the group stopped in Langa, where Minister and Prasa CEO Hishaam Emeran answered questions about rehabilitation costs. Emeran said he plans to improve travel times in the coming months and bring back more stations on the Nyanga line, including Heideveld and Bonteheuwel. So far, Prasa has invested R600 million save the line from Langa to Pinelands, Langa Bellville via UWC, Western Cape University, and now the line between Nyanga and Langa. The money was spent mainly on electrical infrastructure and roadrail line repairs. Emeran confirmed there will be more safety presence on trains in this corridor, as well as more safety presence at stations. Support from inside and outside Prasa After train journey, the official launch of reopened line at Cape Town Station was made. In his speech, Chikunga said, "The Central Line is a strategic corridor that moves a significant number of people, and its recovery will ensure that those who rely on commuter rail for their livelihoods will once again have access to this cost-effective mode of transportation." He said that he was pleased investment made in improvement of line, with 922 job opportunities created, 475 people under age of 35 and 22 local small, macro and medium-sized enterprises employed in this process. Prasa's Western Cape Regional Manager, Raymond Maseko, said armed usurpers were trying to interfere while trying to save the line. "As Prasa, we really couldn't get back on the field," Maseko said. Following the intervention of Prasa, Cape Town Council and the police, a safety plan was put in place to allow work to continue. Finally, the work was completed. "It's not over," said Maseko, asking Prasa workers to get the trains back to Philippi, Kapteinsklip and Chris Hani stations. Former Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula said line would be completed by end of year, but Chikunga said ministry was determined to ensure this work is completed by end of this fiscal year.